The slow hardening of a leader. My life changed 9 months ago as my 3 boys and I picked up the sport of indoor rock climbing. While not a typical sport, rock climbing involves attempting to climb technical challenges and progressing in difficulty. My boys and I were hooked immediately, and since then we've managed to make rock climbing a regular part of our lives, typically going to the gym 3 times a week. We've loved the puzzle of discovering the correct route and the exercise of progressing up the wall. I've also loved that it's been a bonding experience as we encourage each other to push past our limitations. Like any physical exercise, it comes with aches and pains, but the worst thing about rock climbing is the beating that your hands take every time you climb. It's very hard on the skin of your fingers, and almost immediately calluses begin to form. This thickening of the skin initially helps by protecting your skin from tearing under the friction, but surprisingly, the opposite can also happen. As they build, these calluses become a risk because they can be torn off when making a sudden move or a difficult grab, and that damage is painful, and it can keep you from climbing for days until your hands heal back up. That tougher skin, which initially feels like progress or even a badge of honor, is actually a risk. These tough areas must be carefully removed to prevent injury. And the same is true in our spiritual lives. As we serve God and seek to please Him, we also encounter many challenges. Discouragements, setbacks, and misunderstandings can take place, and in response to these, our hearts naturally toughen. The benefit is that we feel less pain, but without even meaning to, we can also become less sensitive to God and those around us. The writer of Hebrews warns us of the dangers of a hardened heart. This is what the writer says. Today, if you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts as you did during the rebellion, during the time of testing in the wilderness. That's from Hebrews 3. Look at Jesus' words in Matthew 13:15. He says, "For this people's heart has become callous. They can hardly hear with their ears, and they have closed their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts and turn, and I would heal them." As much as our toughness to endure difficulties can feel like leadership progress, it can easily leave us emotionally and spiritually dulled to His work. Each week, I have to file off the calluses off my hands to protect myself from injury while climbing. But am I aware of the more serious condition of my heart? Here are a few items for a quick diagnosis. Number 1, does your heart still ache with a desire to know and follow Jesus? 2, are you growing in appreciation or frustration towards the people God has placed in your life? 3, is there some wrong against you or your loved ones that you're refusing to forgive? And 4, are you actively living in sin that you need to turn from? Our relationship with God is meant to be lived in the freedom of forgiveness, full of the fruits of the Spirit, without holding back or hiding parts of ourselves from Him. So when we see that we're becoming less sensitive, it's time for us to confess that to God, ask for His help, and then carve out time to focus on Him. Because a leader with a callous heart is a danger, but a leader with a tender heart is powerful in the hands of our mighty God. Do you want to know more about this ministry to build up Christian media leaders around the world? Take a look at our website at mediaalliance.net. And you can help us spread this word of this weekly devotional as you like and share this video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and may God bless you as you serve Him today.